What's up, Kaji family? This is Godzilla Train 1090. So on today's session today with a brand new review. And today we are talking about another girl piece. Another piece that I've really been looking for ever since I started experts collecting. It's going to be the 30 centimeter Ric edition Hedorah. It's been a long time waiting for this girl. It's been a really long time waiting for her. So when I first started experts collecting, there was really only a few things I was going to collect. I mean, if you see my videos, you know that this has been blown off the water. But this was actually one of the original pieces I did want to go for. I think I saw this on, I think I first saw Hedorah on Rich Iso's video. Of course, Mr. Fresh Vinyl himself. I saw her on his channel first. And ever since I saw his video of it, I absolutely loved her. I definitely wanted to grab her because Hedorah is one of my favorite villains in the Godzilla universe. I think she's third. I think she's third, maybe fourth. I don't know. I'm gonna go through all my villains. I'm not sure, but she's in the top 5, of course. Hedorah is absolutely incredible. She gave Godzilla probably one of the toughest fights of his life, especially definitely gave him the toughest fight of his life in the Showa era for sure. And this figure is absolutely incredible. I was blown away when I opened it on Kaiju Collectors, which of course if you haven't joined us on Kaiju Collectors yet on Facebook, go join us. Come talk some Kaiju with us. But as far as Hedorah though, she's absolutely incredible. She looks fantastic. I can't get enough of her. She's been with me for the last couple of days. Of course, while I'm studying her, looking over her, things like that. And of course, prepping for the review, of course. So that was just an excuse for her to be with me more. But, alright guys. I'll go ahead and bring the camera closer so you can have an up close and personal look at this girl for yourself. Thank you. And here he is. The 30 centimeter Ric Hedorah. Now, Hedorah is definitely one of my favorite villains in the Godzilla universe, and they did Hedorah absolutely perfectly. Look at those eyes. His eyes was just so wicked. And I think Hedorah came out kind of towards the early parts of X Plus, honestly. So even though they really made sure they had a lot of details on the eyes in here, it's absolutely fantastic. And of course, it's not as dark as it is in the movie, and that's one of my few gripes about it. It's not as dark as I thought it was gonna be. But the way I'm looking at it is this Hedorah in the daytime, or Hedorah when those lights are flashing from the cars in the movie when they're trying to get him trapped? But as he has a lot of colors on him. He has yellow underneath his arms. He has a nice dark gray body. He has his chemicals, the red and yellow. He really looks like Hedorah. It's ridiculous how well they sculpted this particular 30 centimeter figure. And yes, I know a lot of people do prefer 25 centimeter, but I've always been a 30 centimeter guy, so I always appreciate 30 centimeters a little bit more. Of course, the top of the head, you see more colors and more details on what they put on Hedorah. As you see, we have the red and the yellow. And I need to go back and watch the film. I forgot if it was that red and yellow. But I do remember that at a certain point in time during the film, they do still show all those chemicals in there when I'm looking underneath the magnifying glass looking at Hedorah. So all these colors are pretty accurate. The only thing that's weird to me is this yellow on the bottom of the tail. That I really need to check out, because I don't know how accurate that is. But that could just be from Hedorah dragging his tail across the ground, possibly. Very possible. But of course, you know, we gotta do some size comparisons. And the first one's gonna be Space Godzilla. So you see how big Space Godzilla is. And the reason why I brought up Space Godzilla is because he's one of the biggest X Plus figures. And you see how big Hedorah is to him, actually. I mean, really, the only thing that's taller than Hedorah is the crown on Space Godzilla's head. I mean, they pretty much look eye to eye. Space Godzilla has a little bit of height on him, but not a whole bunch of height on him. I'll bring him a little bit closer so you can see this side. Oh, actually, oh, never mind. He is taller. Camera magic, folks. Camera magic. But yes, as you see, he is a lot taller than Space Godzilla. He does look him eye to eye and does have a couple inches over him, as well as this guy also. He does have a few inches against the 1962 Godzilla as well, which is also a fantastic old school 30 centimeter figure in my opinion. And you see how, and he's one of the bigger Godzillas as well in the 30 centimeter line. And as you see here, even he isn't as tall as Hedorah. He may be right there with him, but Hedorah still has a little bit more height on him. That's the one thing that blew me away when I opened this guy, is how big he really was. I mean, I always heard rumors, well, not rumors, obviously they're true, but I always heard that Hedorah was a really big figure, but I didn't know how big he was until I opened him on my unboxing and Kaiju Collectors. And he is very, very tall. Not really too beefy like 62 or Space Godzilla, but you see how tall he is. You see him looking at Godzilla. I'm sorry, I keep saying he. How she is looking at Godzilla with those dead eyes of hers, ready to pounce, ready to do what she needs to do to kill Godzilla, try and kill Godzilla. But of course, guys, that's all I got as far as size comparisons, and I'll give y'all my final thoughts on the beautiful Hedorah right now. Thank you very much. And we're back. And that's my view on the 30 centimeter Ric edition Hedorah from the 1971 film Godzilla vs. Hedorah. So I really can't say enough about this girl. I mean, Hedorah's a pretty simple design. There wasn't too many things I really could go over about her, but she's still a dope piece. I'm really happy I got this in my collection. Of course, Thank you, Brian. Thank you, Brian, for letting me acquire this piece from you, brother. I really appreciate it. It's absolutely incredible figure, and I have some decisions to make. If either I'm going to hunt for the 68 to go with her, or I'm just going to wait for the new 72 kit from that Burley produced, that our fellow Kaiju fan Burley produced. I don't know. I don't know which one I'm going to go for yet. I know I did challenge somebody to find a 68, and then I won't get the kit. But hopefully he doesn't find it so I can get the kit, because I really want that kit bad. Because I love Godzilla vs. Gigan a lot. That's also my top 10 Godzilla movies, along with Godzilla vs. Hedorah. So I want that 72 to go with this. I think it will size up perfectly, ideally. But if I find a 68, I find a 68. I'm happy with that too. But she's lonely. She needs someone to go up against, because 75 Godzilla is busy with everybody else. But I'll save that for another time. But alright, guys, that's the end of this review. Our next video for Monsters with Attitude is going to be on June 25th, and then we're going to be talking. And then for that video, it's going to be Operation Destroy All Monsters. So the reason why it's Operation Destroy All Monsters is because we're going to go through every single thing that the military in the Godzilla movies and Toho movies in general have thrown at these gigantic monsters to try to destroy them. We'll go from the Oxygen Destroyer to even specific fighter jets, all types of weapons that they threw at Godzilla and all these other big deadly kaiju to try to obviously destroy them. And for my next review will probably be my Hedorah kit. I haven't done that yet, and I haven't figured out the intro for that yet. That's really the only reason why I haven't put that out yet. So I need to go ahead and get that put out. I do have 3 Sofa B that I need to review, and I think I'm gonna do all 3 of those in the same review. I'm not 1000% sure yet, but I think I am. Then we'll do all 3 of those at the same time. And I still have the Hanna-Barbera Godzilla to review also. So that's going to be a fun review for me to do too. I've been putting that off for a while now. So I'm really excited to do that review. But Alright, guys. Of course, like, share, comment, subscribe if you haven't. And you'll have a wonderful night. Kaiju family.